recording?
Yes.
Thank you. I'd like to come back into order. Sorry for any inconvenience. We were trying to get our platform and the computer back up. With that being said, I'd like to have any comments off the last two items we talked about. I would want any comment on the Department of Energy and also National Science Foundation effort. Is there any comments we need to make at this time from the council? I think the coordination of one event is on the first one. They'll be here the 19th. I think that's when we should clarify any requests or questions that was here today. How would you like me as a council to handle the Warrior and the National Science Foundation effort? Yes. Would you be in support of that? Because their application, I believe, goes in on the 20th before we meet again.
Before we meet again?
Yes, sir. I would like to be interested. Will it have to be a resolution, or does it need to be an email of our confidence in what you're doing?
I think from what they tell me, that just an email from Mr. Chairman and the council, or from the council, just a letter of interest, expressing interest in their research, and just a letter of support for what they're going to be doing.
I think I need a resolution. I'd entertain a motion for the National Science Foundation. I have a motion on the floor by Councilman Becor, seconded by Second Chair Chishawala. Without further discussion, call for the question, please.
Can you repeat the motion?
Yes, a motion that we will have a letter sent on behalf of the Osage Minerals Council in support of the National Science Foundation, EPS, with collaboration with Warrior Production.
Councilman Bickworth?
Yes.
Second Chair Chishawala?
Yes.
Councilwoman Curry? Yes. Councilman Redcorn?
Yes.
Councilman Red Eagle?
Yes.
Councilman Rivard? Yes. Councilman Rivard?
He's muted.
He's muted.
One more time.
Councilman Rivard?
He's saying no.
He should be muted.
It may be our.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
In this endeavor, I will need you to coordinate what his vote was for the record. You'll probably have to do it after the fact.
Councilman Rivard? No, okay. All right. Councilman Shackelford?
Yes.
Chairman Wall?
Yes,
Motion passed.
sir, you're ready to go. Linnea and I will try to get to that and get it out to you by tomorrow or Monday at the latest. At this time, I do want to interject something I forgot when we started. I need to talk to my council about our chief of staff, Lacey Reynolds, had taken care of a personal issue in operation last week. To update it is that she's home. She's doing very well, and that I've asked that she stay out of business for a couple of days, and then she also has the following week under doctor's orders. And I don't expect her back until the latter part of the week, but at that, I just wanted to give my council an update. I want to thank Linnea for stepping up. We have really had to go through a lot, and I just want to commend you for that. I appreciate it, but I also appreciate Lacey took some time off that she should have done before, so I just want to tell her how valuable I feel she is, and I want her to responsibly do what the doctor says. With that, please, let's go on to the next agenda item. I do need to close out one subject matter on the first issue with the Department of Energy and the KU. I think we'll table that. Will I need a motion to table that, and we'll wait till the 19th to meet with them?
Yes.
I'd entertain a motion. Second, I have a motion on the floor by Councilman Shackelford, seconded by Councilman Bighorse. I'd like to table item 4A, support of the Department of Energy. Stephen, we'll meet with you on the 19th and coordinate the questions and efforts. That's fine, I'm just putting it for the record. With that, I'd like to, any other discussion? Yes, dear.
I have IT outside, I can get them in here to change the mic because we can't hear them now.
You have Kansas muted.
No,
They
yes,
do.
but Councilman Rebar is not muted and it's not allowing, we can't hear him. That's why we can't hear Kansas.
With that, madam, I think I'm going to go ahead and call for the question and go ahead and have the vote taken care of. As table.
Councilman Big Horse,
Yes.
Second Chair Tishewala,
Yes.
Councilwoman Curry,
Yes.
Councilman Redcorn,
Yes.
Councilman Red Eagle,
Yes.
Councilman Rebar, Councilman Rebar, Councilman Shackelford,
Yes.
Chairman Waller,
Yes.
motion passed.
Yes, ma'am, that will be tabled to the 21st. And I am targeting us meeting with Stefan and his group on the 19th. We'll make our chambers available or whatever's necessary to meet with us here at our place. Myself, Lene, and Mr. Lynn, I hope to have Lacey back by that day. That's the day I'm targeting, okay? And let me make a couple more. With that effort, council would like to go on to the letter of support on placing the Osage Nation Ranch into trust status. Councilwoman Curry.
Good morning. My staff came to me and asked if we would present a letter of support for the pt2 trust application for the Osage Nation Ranch. It's not anything that's required, it's just something to strengthen our application and show that the Minerals Council is in support of the nation in this endeavor to put this 41,000 acres into trust. The chief signs almost the identical statement as part of the packet. So we're just trying to perfect our application to make it as strong as possible. It's a pretty big endeavor to put 41,000 acres into trust. And Real Estate Services has done a lot of title work. We have a big survey of the ranch. We've done environmental work, and we're continuing to do environmental work. But this would help us perfect our application. So if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Yes, Council. Second Chair Tishewala, please.
Melissa, Councilman Curry. We've all read this, and there is one thing we do have a problem with. We're all pretty much in agreement with it, and it's that one sentence. Neither the development nor production of the Osage mineral estate will interfere with the intended use of the parcel. With those, most of us, we're all in agreement that we can do without that sentence.
I can do without that sentence.
Okay, that's the only.
Thank you, sir. Well said.
Thank you.
Council, I would entertain any other comments. With that stricken from the element, I would entertain a motion at this time.
So moved.
I have a motion on the floor. I will take care of the second myself. I have a motion on the floor by Second Chair Tishewala, seconded by Chairman Waller. Any other discussion? With that omitted, I would like to go ahead and call for the question.
Can you repeat the motion?
Yes, ma'am, that we do proposed language, Osage Nation's application process, placing Osage Nation Ranch partial containing 4152 acres, more or less, into trust status. I am striking from the word neither to partial. The Osage Minerals Council fully supports placing the Osage Nation Ranch partial into trust status with commitment and agreement with Councilwoman Curry. I'd like to call for the question.
Councilman Big Horse,
Yes.
Second Chair Tishewala,
Yes.
Councilwoman Curry,
Yes.
Councilman Redcorn,
The second sentence is will be out.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Take anything, brother.
Councilman Reddill,
Yeah.
Councilman Rebar, Councilman Rebar, Councilman Shackelford,
Yes.
Chairman Waller,
Yes.
motion passed.
Thank you, ma'am, and I appreciate you omitting that, because I think that the other concession is that the chief's language will say the same.
It will.
Thank you, dear. No, that is very reassuring. All right, move on down to the next
Captain
item.
Shackford has a question.
Yes, Council.
Councilman Curry, can we, on the final, I guess, application, will we be provided a copy of that so we can see exactly how the wording is listed in there with the application itself? Is it possible for us to be able to review that?
I think so.
Okay.
Most of the application,
Maybe not everything, but I mean, as far as the
maybe the application
narrative.
letter,
Yeah,
because we're talking a document this big as opposed to,
yeah.
This
I just want to make sure that our striking that was consistent throughout if there's any other mention of the development of the minerals estate, anything like that throughout the rest of the document, that would stay consistent with our vote here today.
okay.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that clarification and identification. Councilman
Just wonder
Biggers.
why, the chief office didn't send somebody over to explain any of this to us.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
but this just didn't come up in the last 40 hours. I mean, this it could have been where the police come over and give us entertainment, give us the respect, vote on something like this.
okay.
Same. Not anything that important other than the fact, you're asking us to do something. And we weren't informed well in advance. This stuff of just bringing it up and asking us to vote on this or that, carte blanche, then that's wrong.
I'll talk to him about it.
Yes, ma'am. Council, anything else? Yes. With that, I'd like to move on down the agenda. I have had asked Councilman Red Eagle that we do have a discussion on his headright resolution and executive. I'd entertain a motion to go into executive at this time. So moved. I have a motion on the floor by Councilman Shackelford, seconded by Second Chair Shishawala. I'd like to call for the question to go into executive for only this one item.
Councilman Bickford,
Yes. Thank you.
Second Chair Shishawala,
Yes.
Councilwoman Curry,
Yes.
Councilman Redcorn,
Yes.
Councilman Reddill,
Yeah.
Councilman Rebar, Councilman Shackelford, Chairman Waller,
Yes.
motion passed.